online has been, I would say, soaring since the start of COVID, although we have been growing before. But there has been a fantastic surge across the region. And since December 2019, in comparison to today, the online share has actually increased by almost 50% in terms of contribution to total sales.
How are you seeing operations starting to normalize now, and are people slowly starting to come back?
In short, I would say yes. As you know, July and August are usually months that are slow in the region, in the Gulf and the UAE, because people mostly travel. And this year was different. Travel did not come back yet, so you've got the population that continues to be around, albeit, of course, with much more value conscious when it gets to spending. But we are seeing a steady return, and we're back to growth in terms of sales. In addition to that, when you look at shopping malls in general, with shopping malls like Mall of the Emirates and all of our shopping malls in the region, you see that actually there is a good return. We continue to be at about maybe roughly 1/3 less than what we were last year. But the improvement between early June, when things started to get back to normal, and now is about 50% better. So it is quite promising. On the other side, cinemas and LME, I would say, are the ones that are suffering the most, primarily because of the cinema industry issues, especially regarding movies. Most of the studios have decided to push the release of their blockbusters to end of 2020 or mostly now beginning of 2021. So the cinema industry is actually suffering from a lack of content, which actually makes it less attractive for people to come back to the movies. So we have across the region low admission rates, but this is simply because there is no content. With the US market continue to be closed, I think China is now coming back. We hope that the international box office will be important enough for studios in order to reconsider some of their decisions as early as possible. This being said, the U.S. market represents about 25% of the global market, so it is important for them to get there. It takes some time, so I think the cinema business is the one that is with hotels, aviation. Will be the one that will be the slowest to return.